Hi everyone, so today on That Woman I have with me a very good friend of mine, Bola Sol.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about finance. You know, that woman needs to be able to manage her money, and Bola Sol has a company called Refined Currency, so she's the best person that I feel, to talk about this.
Yeah.
Welcome to That Woman, Bola.
Thank you.
So should we get straight into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question I have for you is, what is refined currency?
So refined currency is basically a place of information for women. Although it's open to everybody and everybody can read it, it was something I built for young women who are just trying to learn how to manage their money, because it's not something that we're taught in school. Depending on upbringing, you may not have been taught it as well. So it's basically just to say, okay, well, if you're not sure where to go with your money or where to start and what to do, here's where you can start.
Okay. So you kind of covered my next question, which is where did it stem from? So you're basically teaching women and young girls, how to manage their money in case they don't have that kind of knowledge, which is good. When we were at uni, a lot of people didn't know how to manage their money.
I think a lot of people still don't know how to, and that's just from I have like an Ask FM, so I used to get like a few anonymous questions, and they say I'm in uni and I've done this and I've taken out payday loans and what's APR and things like that, and they don't understand kind of what particular debt might be doing to them in the future and things like that, and it just comes from a lack of understanding because nobody's spoken to them or they don't know anything about it.
Well, it's a good thing that you're doing. Why do you think it's important for women to manage their finances?
Do you know, I think growing up, I don't know, did you ever watch those movies or you hear those real life stories? A pretty woman.
Yeah, typical storyline.
Pretty, like no brains. She comes in, she finds a wealthy man, and then one day he's bored of her. He takes everything and she has nothing. She's like, what am I gonna do? And I'm just like, I'm so tired of those kind of victim stories of women not knowing how to manage their money and not knowing the importance of having their own money. So I'm just trying to teach more financial independence, and yeah, that's really it.
So I just want to know, what made you get into finance?
Well, I studied maths and finance, and I've always loved numbers, but I've also always loved money. I've always been like, wait, how is this person rich? What do they do? What's stocks? What's bonds? What's property? Like, what's a wealth manager? So I've always kind of loved money and thought I want other people to love money and understand how their money works, understand how it can work. And you see all these people like, oh, if I just won $1 million, like they're playing the lottery, and I'm just like, well, do you know what? If you don't learn how to manage your money now, it makes no difference how much money you have.
True.
So you have to know where to start from. So I think my love of finance just came from there, wanting to first help myself and then help other people, because you see some people, they don't know where they're going with their money, and I can't blame them because, like I said, we haven't been taught anything about it. So where are we supposed to start?
True. Okay. Can you please give your top 3 pieces of advice in terms of for saving or budgeting?
Okay, so the first one for budgeting, budget about a week before payday, because I've tried to budget a day or 2 before payday, and what happens is some things you forget, and some things, it just happens that you might forget to do it one day, and then payday comes and then everything's out the window and you're like, I like that, hey, do you want to go to dinner, things like that.
I do that sometimes.
And then like the 20th day of the month comes when you get paid at the end, and you're just like, okay, I have no money. So literally I'd say maybe like a week before your usual pay date, budget what you're going to do with your money. The second most important tip I would honestly say is, I've done a lot of research on this. If you have savings but you also have debt, so like overdrafts or credit cards, not student loans, but like overdrafts, credit cards or loans or whatever, pay that off with your savings if you have it. There's no point you gaining interest on your debt and you having savings that are sitting there. So if you can, just pay it off. Obviously if it's 0% interest rate, because I know with some student loans they do that, then there's no need to hurry, you can have your savings. But if you know that you're being charged on your debt and you've got savings sitting there, I know it's nice to have savings, but it's nicer not to have any debt at all. So use your savings to pay off your debt if you have any. There's no point in having both, because it kind of defeats the purpose of one or the other. And so basically, get out of the habit of having debt as well. And my third tip, just remember that budgeting won't always be easy. I think it's something I have to review often. And actually, no, scrap that. I know what I want my third one to be. Have a tracking buddy. Have somebody that you can talk to about your finances.
Like someone you're accountable to.
Yeah, somebody that you can be honest with. Somebody that you can say, okay, this month I'm trying not to spend this. I'm trying not to spend any money on clothes. I did that with my friend last month. I was like, I'm not spending any money on clothes. Then I looked at my bank balance and I was like, okay, I need to cut down on my food and my dining spending. So when people were like, hey, do you want to meet up for dinner? I had to say no. That's another thing. I have so many things. Don't be afraid to say no to a couple dinners and a couple things. I didn't go out last month, but it was worth it to know that I wasn't in the minus sign, so it's definitely worth it in that case. But yeah, have somebody that you talk to about your finances, and someone who will be accountable, someone who wants to see you flourish in your life. If they know that maybe for instance you want a house in 3 years, you're like, come on, like these shoes isn't gonna pay, like give you that house. So just basically make sure that you're sticking to your money goals and doing all of that.
Okay, so to kind of wrap up,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a little bit of a game. Word association. Don't think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't be like,
Because then I'm thinking.
yes. Ready?
Yeah.
Model.
Me.
Money. Don't
Rich.
think about it.
Rich. Sorry.
Fashion.
Icon.
Finance.
Refined currency.
Hair.
Natural.
Beyonce.
Icon.
Life.
Long.
Okay. Bola.
Sol.
That woman.
Kemi.
Oh! That's so cute. Thanks. Oh gosh, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Thank you very much for being part of That Woman, and
Yeah.
for also educating us on, you know, what it means to, or how important it is to save and to budget and to manage your money.
Yeah.
Especially as women or young women who we don't always know.
Yeah.
And please make sure you check out Refined Currency on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And is there anywhere else they can actually?
Yeah, if you go to www.refinedcurrency.co.uk, you'll find I share some blog posts on there. I've actually got 2 content writers on there who also do some posting as well on several things, such as how to manage your money for 2016, what to look at when you decide to get a credit card, and just general saving things and budgeting. So definitely go on there. We're still very new, but we're growing and we're excited. So hey, if you want to get better at your money, Refined Currency.
Aww. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you for watching, guys.